Today we will see the BSS section. BSS section, or you can say dot BSS. Previously we have seen here data section. Okay, now we will see for BSS section. One by one we will complete all of them. Okay, so now we will see the BSS section. We are also going to have the same program. You can see same program, so we can relate each thing. So as per the C standard, suggests that any non-initialized globals are default initialized to 0. So you should understand this statement. I am declaring here one statement. Okay, so what it tells, just see the program here. Okay, I have program that previous one only. Int x is equal to 10. This is an initialized. Okay, I'm not talking about this. So int y, it is non-initialized global. Okay, so what C standard suggests that any non-initialized global are default initialized to 0. It means that int y will be initialized to 0 by default. So now you are thinking that where should it be placed? It should be in RAM or ROM section. So we will see what data section tells that the initialized globals and static variables within the body of function that are placed in data section. Okay, so now I am here seeing that these globals are also default initialized to 0. So as per data section definition, they should placed in ROM. So as per the definition, they should be put it in data section or something else. So you are thinking now, why this is not put in a data section itself, as it marked as 0 by this statement. So now think in a typical code. I am taking here an easy code, that's why you seeing it is an easy code. But in typical code, that there are most of the variables which you don't need to initialize to any value to begin with. Okay, it can just as well be a 0. So now if we put those collection of variables in a different section called BSS section, that is block started by symbol, that means that symbol is 0. In typical embedded code base, you will see lot of globals. Here I am taking two only. Lot of globals are sprinkled everywhere, and almost most of them would not initialized. Okay, there are a bunch of variables that are not initialized to anything. So if we put them in a different section, what we can do is we don't have to consume the memory in the data section with this bunch of zeros. So I am trying here itself. Okay, this is an wrong. This is RAM. So I have drawn here ROM and a RAM. Okay, here I have code. I am placing this side by side because you will understand clearly by this way. Okay, so RAM have here data section, okay, and dot text section here. Okay, the codes are placed here. Okay, RAM also have data section. We have seen this previously, and here we have BSS section in RAM. Okay, so from this code, from this program, we'll see how the values are put in different sections. Okay, so int x is equal to 10. This is a global initialized. So initialized global is placed in data. Okay, 10, and here also one more, that is int p is equal to 20. So 20 is placed here. So we have seen that these are shift to RAM data section. So here 10, 20. Okay, now we have our point that this is an not initialized global. Okay, as per our definition, we have seen that as per our definition what it tells that non-initialized globals are default initialized to 0. Okay, so here this y is defaultly is initialized to 0, but I will put that in here, that is y is equal to 0 in basis section. Okay, one more I have here, q, static int q is not initialized, so it will be initialized to 0 and put in BSS section, q is equal to 0. Okay, from this we also have clear that why we are not putting them in data section as they are initialized to 0, because this is a bunch of 0, so there is no meaning to put them in data section. So we have a different section here, BSS section, so we put all non-initialized globals here only. Okay,